In statistics, you will commonly come across these two terms, population and sample. It is important to differentiate these two when trying to calculate any measure in statistics. In this video, we will quickly explain the difference using a good example. Assuming we wanted to know the average height of children in Samoro community. This is just one of the communities in Zaria, Nigeria. This community has about 10,321 children. Well, we could do this in one of two ways. We could either collect the data from all the children in the community, or we could collect this data from a representation of the children in the community. Collecting this data from all the children means we're intending to use data from the population. In statistics, a population is a collection of all the items of interest in a study. Getting complete data from the population will be a big task and will not only be time consuming but also quite expensive, and in some instances even impossible, because some kids may have died, some may have gone on vacation to see their cousins, and so on. So we need another way of doing our study without using the whole population and still get similar results. To do this, we could take a representation of the population, what we call a sample. And then we can take our height measurements from the sample of children. So, a sample is a part of the population that is intended to represent the population. Now, in statistics, the first step to consider when trying to compute any measure is to determine whether the data you are working with is from a population or a sample. Any characteristics you measure from a population is called a parameter. So, when we measure the heights of all the children in the population and we find the mean, what we have, which is the mean of the population, is called a parameter. But what if we had computed the mode or the median or any other measure on the population height data? Yes, they are also parameters because we use the height data from the entire population. On the other hand, any measurable characteristic of the sample is what we call a statistic. You now know why the field you are studying is called statistics, right? So, when we compute the mean, median, mode of any measure of the sample, what we have is called statistics. In research, it is important to know this difference because research usually starts with a question about the population and then data is collected to answer that question. But because in most cases we can't collect data from the entire population, we take a sample from the population and on the data from the sample we compute the statistics, and this is what is called descriptive statistics. Then we use inferential statistics to obtain the population parameters, and this in a nutshell is what we do in statistics. So in summary, the population and the sample are two important terms in research and statistics. A population is the collection of all the items of interest in a study. A sample is a subset of the population that you collect data from, and a parameter is any measurable characteristic of a population, while a statistic is any measurable characteristic of a sample. In my next video, God willing, we will go into details concerning parameter and statistics. Did you like this video? Be sure to give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified when a new video is launched. Thanks for watching.